Well, before we get into it, Zane, believe it or not, I did start a new show, and
Oh, no
I've watched
way.
one episode.
Welcome to the Weekly Fix podcast, where we're just two friends talking about our passions within movies, TV shows, gaming, and comics. Thanks for checking out the podcast. We hope you like it. Hello, and welcome to Weekly Fix. I'm your host, Zane, and joined with me, as always, once again, is Jacob. Jacob, you had a week off. How are you doing?
I'm back, baby. That's all I've got to say. I'm excited for this episode. You and Paitlin did a great job holding down the fort last week, so congratulations there. You know, you guys definitely you got the check mark, you got the A+ on the test. And a big thanks to Peyton for hopping on and taking my place while I've been studying for some work exams and stuff like that. We still got one more to go, but we're in the home stretch.
Hey, well, that's good to hear. I love that you've been studying. Now, has that class been going well for you?
Yeah, the way the class works is, if you guys didn't know, I'm working insurance, so I got to get some insurance licenses. And the first one is you have to do a 200-hour like class. So that's the exam that I just passed, was my class exam, and now since I passed that one, I have to go take a state exam to officially be licensed. So it's been going good.
Okay.
I'm really sick of studying. I told myself I was never going to study for anything ever again after I graduated college, and here I am taking a 200-hour course with two major exams that cost a lot of money. So not ideal. So, but hey, we're getting through it.
Hey, but that's good that you're taking it seriously, that you're doing great on it. So that's awesome. And I'm glad that it's almost coming to an end. So then you can maybe take a little bit of a rest and get back to it.
I'll
Unfortunately for you, though. No, go ahead.
I'll say it right now, this is the last time I will ever study for anything ever again. Like
Oof.
ever.
Oh
So
man.
I just hate it. I hate studying. Stupid tests and it's the worst. Never
I,
again. Never again.
I like studying for things that I find enjoyable. But yeah, just studying to study. Because I have to have a grade on something I don't care about. Not really what
Yeah.
I'm
No,
fond of.
no. Not ideal.
Um, Unfortunately for you though, with a dry spout in the content, you have a test today. So, a little bit later in the show, we are going to be testing Jacob's movie knowledge, and I'm
Oh,
really
just
excited.
movie?
Well, it's
I thought you were gonna
MC,
say like,
it's Star Wars MCU. So
okay.
I try to
I was
get
about to say, if
something
it's
that you're
just
familiar with.
movie knowledge, I'm
You know,
100%
who
failing. If it was
directed the
just
Hateful
movie,
Eight? Just
I
kidding.
have no idea. That's probably really bad. It's probably a really big name actor, isn't it? Or a
It's
big
Qu-
name
yeah, it's
director.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, I don't even, that guy. Who
That
are you talking about? I was just kidding.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
yeah, no, if it's MCU Star Wars stuff, I might do okay depending
I
on
think
how far in the weeds we get.
I think you're gonna do
But
fine.
okay, okay.
I think you're gonna do fine. I think there's gonna be some surprises. But I think for the most part you're gonna nail it. I'm excited to see you flex your Star Wars knowledge because when I was going through this test, I was kind of like picking some. I was like, oof, oof. I don't even know what that is, much less how many tentacles it has. So there
Oh
are
well.
some hard ones.
I don't know that we'll get some of those either, but we'll give it our best shot.
But it's going to be fun nonetheless. But before we get into any of that, we do say that we talk about games, and there's a big game on the horizon, and I know that you've been playing and putting some hours in, so I wanted you to take some time and talk about the game that you have been playing recently and putting some hours in. What is that, and have you been enjoying it?
Yeah, so I guess you're referencing Battlefield 6,
There it
which
is.
has been the kind of the talk of the town, I guess, in the FPS genre for multiplayer shooters and stuff like that. I've had a really good time with it. It's been a nice change of pace from some of the other FPS games I play, like Call of Duty. I don't really play a ton of Call of Duty anymore. Usually, that's only when the new one comes out. I get super into it, and then after that, I usually get sick of it a little bit and move on to something else. So I haven't been playing a ton of shooters, so that might be another reason why I've been having so much fun with Battlefield 6. But no, it's been a lot of fun. They've added some elements. It's funny that I say I'm sick of Call of Duty, but they added some elements to the game that make it feel a little more COD like a little bit smaller maps. They made the pacing a little bit better, which that's always been a complaint with some people with Battlefield games, is it's more of a running simulator sometimes. So some of those things they fixed, and I think it's just been a really good change of pace for that title. And yeah, I'm excited for it. The beta definitely sold me for sure.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're going to be picking this up?
It depends, because if it's like $70 game, and I don't play video games as much as I used to. I've really kind of just been relegated to like a weekend gamer. Um, I might wait for it to go on a sale or something at some point. 'Cause usually Battlefield games are out longer than Call of Duties are. They're not every year type of releases. So there's more of a chance of something like this to go on sale. Hopefully it's on something like Game Pass, which I do have. So then that way I could just hop on there. But I think EA does their own like EA Play subscription or something like that. So I don't expect it to be on Game Pass, but you never know. Maybe I'll pick it up on a weekend when I want something to play.
How do you feel about EA as a company? Are you pro EA?
It really depends, because I do think they make some good games, like the Jedi, Jedi games. We got Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. I really like those games. Those are some of my favorite games. So in those type of genres, I enjoy them, but they do have some games I'm just kind of like, not a big fan of them. I don't play many sports games, which I know they're a big sports thing, which is probably what they're most known for. But I do like some of their other titles and genres that they do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm currently having trouble with my Jedi Survivor game eating up all my RAM, so uh, I'm not a super fan of them right now, and I think they have some pretty scummy practices, but they do put out some pretty nice games. So I'm glad that you're enjoying that, and I hope that it actually does pay off. I know some of the people in my gamer chads are like talking about it and like really, really excited about it. So there's a few of them. Some of them are like, meh, it's Battlefield. It's not going to be that good, but some of them are really into it. So I hope it turns out well for them.
I think they've done a good job this time around getting a lot of, I'll say streamers, but basically influencers to get
Mm.
on the game and play it. You have your big streamers like Tim the Tatman's been playing it, and anytime you get those guys to actually like commitfully play to something, even when it's not a sponsored stream, that usually is pretty good signs for the game and its life cycle. Everyone likes to hop on and play those games that all the big streamers are playing, so I think they've done a really good job with that. Their marketing has been pretty on point.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. It's nice to hear a game back in the mix. I'm not playing it. I think my FPS days are behind me, but that's okay. I know a lot of people who are really enjoying it. I know my brother's having a good time with it. You're having a good time with it. A few of the boys are having a good time with it. So nice that that's on the horizon. That everyone has something that they can look forward to playing. So if FPS shooters are your style, maybe give Battlefield 6 a try, depending on if you got the time and you got the people to play with. I'm sure it's going to be a good time. So I have not been playing games, but what I have been doing is I've been running through a series that is on HBO Max, and that's called The Pitt. Jacob, have you heard about The Pitt?
No, literally the only time I ever even heard the title of it was yesterday when we were actually at your house, having a nice little dinner. So explain this show a little bit to me that you've been seeming pretty excited about.
Well, I ran through it. It's 15 episodes. Each episode is an hour, and I ran through it in a week.
Okay, so
So,
worthy of binge watching.
yeah, I literally sacrificed my mental health and sleep to watch this show. I think I averaged 5 hours of sleep last week, and I was paying for it, but it was I was like, man, I gotta watch another episode. So so not the great intelligent play by Mr. Zane, but it was fun nonetheless. So the Pit it's just a day in the life of an ER doctor, of an ER setting, a clinic in Pittsburgh. And so this ER clinic is a teaching hospital. So they have students coming in, and it is a day in the life of a first day of an ER clinic with med students on their first day. And it is awesome. And each episode is an hour of the day. So it's not like, hey, first day, build up, they go home, second day, next episode. Nope. First hour, 7 to 8, first episode. Second hour, 8 to 9, second episode. And it goes the entire length of the season. And it is very, very awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
No, you're not, a surgeon unless there's something about you I don't know. But do you feel like it does a pretty good job of like representing that world, or do you feel like it is a little bit more like fiction, if that makes sense?
It definitely is dramatized, by
Yeah.
like for sure, but I think there is definitely a lot of reality like if everything that happens in this day happened in a normal day of the ER, then I don't think anyone would be a doctor. Uh, but I am excited to talk to some. I do have a surgeon friend who hopefully I can if he doesn't have time to watch this, but if he did, I would want to hear his opinion on it to see like, hey, how close to the reality is this? And from some of the people in the medical world, I've heard that it is pretty good. It's significantly closer than like your Grey's Anatomy, your
Yeah,
House, some of those other ones that are completely out there in Bonanza. But these are they say it's pretty accurate. So for those of us who aren't in the healthcare world, I mean, it could be the most accurate thing in the world. I would never know. I know it's dramatized and exaggerated, and they pick like one of the days that could be the worst day in a surgeon's life to do the season for. But nonetheless, it is gripping. Is it exciting? And it is so much fun. I recommend it. It does have some cursing. It has a lot of gore.
that's what I was about to ask about.
It's very heavy on the gore. So if you got a sick stomach like my father, he could never watch this movie. Like he could barely watch Hacksaw Ridge, and that is nothing compared to this season. So, and there is nothing that is like, oh, we're gonna do a little camera angle to not show what's happening here. Nope.
They show
Full
it.
full in the yeah, so it's very, very gory. It's very intense, but it's super good. If that's your thing, it's a good one to watch.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I feel like it is like when you're talking about one of those shows, especially after talking about like a premise of it, how like it's each hour of a day rather than like the next full day. I could definitely see where you were getting at, like, oh, I need to watch this next episode because like what's gonna happen in this next hour. So I think that's cool that that's like a unique way to do a show like that. But I feel like that's really one of the only shows you could probably do like that, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, because it is such high pace, such fast, like something is always going on. Now, another thing they did well is I wanted to watch the next episode, but it wasn't necessarily because there was a cliffhanger. It was, something happened and there was a conclusion almost at the end of every episode. But I just wanted to know how they were going to cope or what they were going to do leading up to the next hour. Like, because you knew, like, the day wasn't over. So, what just transpired, they're going to have to deal with and they're going to have to carry on. So, a lot of the times it wasn't like, oh man, are they going to live or are they going to survive? Like, a lot of the times you got the resolution, like, you knew what was going on. Um, so there was a few cliffhangers throughout the season, but nothing that you would be like, I don't really want like it feels like almost dirty throwing a cliffhanger there. I didn't get that at all during this season.
Gotcha, gotcha. No, it sounds like interesting. What did you say it's on? Is it on
It's on
HBO?
HBO Max.
I might have to check that out just for like something just to throw on, every once in a while. I don't necessarily know that it would be something I would want to watch like consistently, even though
Yeah.
I love that aspect of the show. Like you were talking about, like the gore and stuff doesn't bother me or anything like that. Like I'm usually like, let's give us more. Let's throw some blood splatter on the screen. But I think my wife, I could see her really liking it. It seems like right up her alley with that type of stuff.
Yeah, Chelsea was fully on board. So
Yeah,
I think Danielle may really like it, but it was Chelsea loves Grey's Anatomy, and it really sucks me in too, which is hilarious. But who can turn out a good drama. Um, but so if that's it, this is like that on steroids. So if anyone
gotcha.
out there is listening likes Grey's Anatomy and you're okay with gore, this one's probably a go-to for you.
Nice, nice.
So, but anyway, with enough delay, we're gonna run into Jacob's MCU Star Wars test. He was not prepped for this. He got on today, not knowing what he was getting into, and I absolutely love it that way.
Well, before we get into it, Zane, believe it or not, I did start a new show, and
Oh
I
no
I've watched
way!
one episode. One
What?
episode. I know, I know.
Oh
You
man, I
might
got
have
to
seen
make
it
a new
before.
show note.
You might have to. And this might be one you might want to put on your list because I've only watched one episode. You may have even watched it. I don't know if you watched it or not, but my wife has watched all of it already. She's already watched, I believe it's 4 seasons in. I think the 5th season comes out next month or something like that. But it's one of those shows that every time I'd walk in the room and I started watching it, I caught myself like standing there just like
Mm.
watching what was happening. And so I told her, I was like, I need to watch the show and catch up before the next season comes out. And it's called Only Murders in the Building. Have you heard of this show before?
I have not. No.
Okay, there we go. So two shows that neither of us, I hadn't heard of the Pit, you haven't heard of this one. But basically, I think the cast is probably one of my favorite aspects of the show. So it's like a 3-star cast. We have Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Selena Gomez are the 3 stars of the show. And
Okay.
basically, it's kind of, I think Chelsea might like it. I know she likes murder mystery stuff, but this is like a murder mystery with some goofy fun in it. So it kind of keeps it lighthearted, which is part of the aspect that I really like about it. But basically, it's these 3 people that there's a murder in their building that they live in. They all live in this apartment in New York. And they all are trying, like, they love murder mystery, like, shows and podcasts and stuff. And they decide they want to solve this murder. And it just kind of goes from there, like, throughout the seasons. They figure out a murder, and then that leads to something else, and so on. And I'm only, like I said, only watched one episode. I've watched a lot of other episodes just from, like, walking in the room when my wife's watching it, but I really enjoy it so far.
You know what's really frustrating about this?
What is that?
We just canceled our Hulu.
Oh! We
So
gotta sign right back up for it.
maybe we can get a free month or something.
They're always doing some sort of promotion.
Yeah.
But if you don't have anything to watch, I would highly recommend it. It's really good so far.
Okay. All right. I'll have to check it out. I know this looks like it's perfectly up Chelsea's alley. It may I'm like kind of like looking through like the preview here. It looks like it may be a little corny.
There is some like, that's what I was talking about, like the goofy aspect of it.
Yeah.
There's definitely some moments where you're like, that's kind of corny, but it is kind of funny. There is a little bit of language in it, so like you do have to like, if you're something that you don't want to like watch or anything like that, there is that. But other than that, there's like blood and stuff, but not like gore and like that stuff. Just like, imagine someone gets shot and you see blood like filling their shirt almost, like where they got shot. That's about the extent of what you see in this show. So I think it's really good for that.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to put this on the radar. Let's see if Hulu gives another discount or something. I honestly, one of the reasons I canceled it is because we were paying for it, and it still had ads. And I was like, this is just it's so frustrating to pay for a service and have ads. So that was one of the nails in the coffin. And Chelsea's like, I'm not watching anything on it. And I was like, all right, let's get rid of it. But now here's a show that we need to watch.
Yeah, my recommendation came just a couple of days late, but I didn't watch the first episode until literally before this podcast. We watched it while we were eating dinner.
Well, that's awesome, and you really liked it.
Yeah, really liked the first episode. And like I said, I've seen a lot of others. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, if you look through some of the other people that they've had,
is just so good.
Dude, I feel like I don't appreciate him enough. Like watching this show, I'm like, he is so good. Like he's such a good actor.
He's just a genuinely funny man. Like,
yeah.
Oh, he's so funny.
Yeah, they've had some other names like throughout. Like I said, I've seen bits and pieces of the other season. Like Meryl Streep has made appearances in the show. Jane Lynch is in it. Like there's a lot of actors. Paul Rudd is in it. I mean, they have a lot of big name people kind of pop in and out of the show. It's kind of one of those. The one guy, there's a lot of good actors in it. If you look through the list of the cast, you'll see all the people that have been in it, and it's just a really fun time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, sweet, man. Well, thanks for the recommendation. You guys, if anyone out here has watched Only Murders in the Building, let us know what you thought of it. It's exciting. I'm glad you're branching out, Jacob. That's exciting for me.
I need to get a t-shirt that says I watched a new show or something like that.
I watched something that wasn't nerd related. That's cool. But awesome. All right, are you ready for your test?
I guess so. I really don't know what to expect. Does it get like progressively harder, or is it kind of random?
It's just speckled throughout.
Okay.
So it's there's some easy ones that we'll probably start with, and then we'll sprinkle them out. I'm not going to ask you all of them because we are kind of combining all of them. I don't want to be on here all night, because I could ask you Marvel trivia for days. But let's get on it. So some of these follow along if you're listening and answer and keep track of how many you got right. So if you're following along and you're beating Jacob to the punch, please let me know. I would love to know how many Star Wars fans we got out there who can really just nail some of this stuff, or if you're like you have MCU knowledge that's just far superior to Jacob's.
Mr.
That would be
Fantastic type
incredible.
knowledge.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll drop a post on Instagram, and you can comment how many you got right there, or on Spotify, you can leave a comment right along in the comment section for Spotify. So without further delay, Jacob, what is the planet that the Wookiees hail from?
Oh, I like the little layup for the first question. Like a little layup. Unless this is somehow a trick question, but I'm gonna lock in Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk, that is correct. Good job.
There we go. There we go. Round of applause for Jacob. He's
Yep.
got one on the board.
Oh man. Yeah, there's there's quite a few layups. So don't
good.
just think that like they're all too hard. But all right, how many Star Wars official Skywalker saga movies did George Lucas direct?
6. Final answer.
6, final answer. That is incorrect.
Oh, which one did he not do? I know he did
did-
the. Oh well, did you say officially direct?
Well, yeah, titled for directing.
Titled for directing. All right, hold on. Let me think for a second before you give me the answer here. Because I think is it episode 5 and 6. I don't think he is actually listed as the director. Is that right?
That is correct. Yes.
So
episode 6,
4,
Richard Marquand directed it, and then
Yep.
episode 5, Irvin Kershner.
But
directed.
4, 1, 2, and 3, he is official director on, right?
That is, 1 through 4.
Okay.
So he directed episode 4 and then the prequels. So
Gotcha.
okay.
I get partial.
All right.
Do I get partial credit because I corrected myself after I understood the question a little bit better?
We'll give you half credit. We'll give you half credit. I think that's fair.
I'll take it. I did talk myself through that one.
Yeah, it was nice. Okay. What fan favorite Star Wars character made his first debut in a segment in the 1980s Star Wars Holiday Special where he saves Luke Skywalker from a giant monster?
Boba Fett, lock it in.
Whoa, that is correct. That is amazing.
Yep.
That is some fantastic knowledge.
So you know how I know the answer to that one?
How?
There's a really, really expensive Funko Pop based off of that animated special for Boba Fett.
No way. That is so cool.
So that's how I know that one.
Sick. All right, switching gears here. In the MCU,
this is where I might struggle
what
a little bit.
is the order that Thanos collected the Infinity Stones?
Ooh. Let me think here.
Yep, so we got the
I know
Mind
the Tesseract.
Stone.
Yeah. Which one is the Tesseract one?
That is the one that Loki had in the square.
Yeah. I can't think of the name of that one though.
That's called
What
the Space Stone.
Is that?
Space
Stones. That's one. That's the first one.
Are you locking that in?
Yeah, I'll lock that in.
Okay. Incorrect.
Oh, I thought that. Which one did he get before that?
It happens off screen.
It's not the purple one, is it? The purple one.
It is.
Is it the purple one?
It is.
Is
the
that
Power
the Power
Stone?
Stone? Power Stone. Yeah.
He gets that from the Nova Corps.
That does happen off screen. That's why I was tricked there. Okay, so
right.
Power Stone. Which one? You said Space Stone was the Loki one?
Yep.
Space Stone. Is the third one the Soul Stone? I'll lock in Soul Stone for 3.
Oof.
Is that the orange? Well, is that the orange one?
That is the orange one, but that is not the third one he collects.
The orange one is 4 then. I know the orange one is 4. Yep. Which one is
orange
3?
one is
Which
4th?
One? Yeah, orange one is 4th. Which one does he get?
Think of what he needs to get the Soul Stone and how they meet beforehand.
That's what I'm thinking about. Like, I remember when he turns Star-Lord's guns and shoots bubbles because he was going to actually shoot Gamora. I don't remember what stone that is, though.
Okay.
I remember that scene. What color? Let me at least get the color of that stone.
Okay.
So the orange one is the next one. The yellow one is the vision one. That's the next one. That's the fifth stone. Or no, is it the fifth stone? That might be the last stone. Okay, hold on. Vision stone is last stone. Time stone is fifth stone. So 5 is the green one. Last one is the yellow one, which is Vision's one. Which one is that? What
There you
is
go.
that stone called?
Yep. The Mind Stone.
Which one am I? What stone? What
You're
color
missing.
am I missing?
Do you want me to give you the name or the color?
Hold on, I'm still. I gotta. How do I not know the color? I should at least know the color. Purple. The blue one, orange one, green one, the yellow one.
The anticipation is killing me.
Yeah, go ahead. I can't think. I don't know how I can't remember
It's the Reality Stone, which is.
And which is that red?
It's red.
Okay,
Yeah.
man.
Also known as the Ether.
That was bad. I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't know those ones.
That was a little bit a tricker one. So
I don't think that was a tricky one at all. I think
you just have to really
MCU
know
fan.
Infinity Store. So I was able to think through it because I tried to answer all these. I did significantly worse on the Star Wars one. Like that Boba Fett one, I was like, who knows? I was like, can't wait for Jacob to whiff this, and you just nail it.
I know Star Wars stuff better than Marvel stuff.
Awesome.
I feel like I've gotten better at Marvel in the last few months, honestly. But I haven't watched those movies or really even thought about those in a few months.
There's a lot more. There's a lot more.
There's a lot more Marvel. Yeah. So
there's a little excuse there, but
okay.
All
Still disappointed in myself. I should have got that one.
Yeah, you should have got that one, but it's okay. It was not a layup. I was not considering that one a layup. So, what is Scott Lang eating when Nebula lands at the Avengers compound?
It's a taco, right?
It is a taco. Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
I just remember that scene because there is a Funko Pop of Hulk holding the little tacos. So that
I actually have that one. Remember. It's sitting right.
Do you have that one?
Yeah.
I love that one.
That's one of Chelsea's absolute favorite.
Oh, it's one of the best. I mean, those tacos are just so hilariously tiny in his hands.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible. Yeah, he hands them two, and like they're massive, and in Ant-Man's hands, but not anything in the Hulk's.
He needs that reality stone to make those Hulk-sized tacos. That's
I wonder if that would be filling. I'm curious. I'm always kind of curious how the
stones actually work. Like if you made like a bigger food, does it still have the filling of
Yeah, like when you stop the effect, would you like then become hungry?
Interesting. Or what if you did the opposite? What if you ate it and then made the reality that it was big in your stomach to make you full? Would you get the sustenance needed? I don't know. I don't know.
It's an interesting question.
These are some Feige questions if I've ever heard of them.
Absolutely. All right, last Marvel before we switch back to Star Wars. Asgardians have their own name for Earth. What is that name?
Oh shoot. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Urath, but that's just what Alan calls in Invincible. That's what Alan's the Earth. The place he's supposed to be going. What do they call Earth? I don't know. I don't know this one. I don't even know where to begin with this one.
It is Midgard.
Midgard. I feel like I did know that.
I feel like you did too.
But I didn't. That's the problem.
And that's all right. That's all right.
So I got one Marvel right.
More. You got one Marvel right.
Okay. So, about how I expected this one to go. Again, I feel like a real Marvel fan gets all of these. Like they would think those were all layups, but you know.
Yeah, Midgard was a layup, I thought, but that's okay. You got the tacos one, so
hey, that's really the important one.
That's right. All right. So, what is the name of Luke Skywalker's aunt?
His aunt, Beru. Final answer.
Beru. Do you have a last name? for extra credit.
Oh, I do. I have it somewhere in my brain. Oh man, that's gonna upset me if I can't get it right. It's Owen. Peru. What is their? No, I don't know this one.
Lars.
I'm gonna have to. Lars, that's right. The Lars homestead. There's a Lego set. That's what I was trying to think about.
Ah, okay.
I love how I reference everything to a collectible. That's
Through
like
toys.
really
It's incredible.
That's the source of my knowledge.
That's awesome.
I can't believe I forgot Lars. I was trying to think of Owen Lars. That's the one, like her husband. That one's always easier for me to remember, and I was trying to get it through him. But yeah, that's disappointing. That's a disappointing one for me. I don't know how I remember the first name and not the. I feel like the second name.
The Lars.
Or the
Lars is what I knew. I actually didn't know Baru.
Yeah,
I knew Lars, but I didn't know Baru.
I don't know how I forgot Lars.
So, a few rapid fire planet questions here. What is the home planet of Ray?
Oh no! I literally was just said it in my head and I forgot. It's not. Does it start with a J?
It does start with a J.
Yep. Why can I not think of what the planet name is called? I don't think I've ever rewatched those movies though. So
that was one of the reasons I was like, oh man, I don't know if he. This is
I don't think I've
9
ever
through.
Rewatched any of them.
Yeah, this is episode 8.
It's not Jakku, is it?
Jakku killed it.
Okay,
nice.
Here we go. I knew I was working my way through it. I remembered the first letter.
I marked it down as a correct one before you answered, just so you know. I was like, no problem. I had confidence in you. All right, what is the home planet of Padme Amidala?
Naboo.
Final answer correct. And then last on the planet hot quiz, what is the home planet of Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Ooh, this is a tough one. I know the description of the planet, but I don't know the name of the planet. What planet is Obi-Wan from? Actually, I might be getting Obi-Wan's planet confused with Mace Windu's planet, because Mace Windu's planet was filled with like poisonous gas as like one of its known traits of that planet. Okay. I think I might be getting them real mixed up. I don't know Obi-Wan's planet. I have to get an X on this one.
Okay, it's Stugin.
Stugin. I don't know that I knew that. I feel like I've probably read it before, but I definitely did not have that one in my brain anywhere.
Hey, it makes sense. It makes sense. I didn't know that one either.
That was tough.
I think that may have been brought up in the Clone Wars when he's talking to his love
That's
interest.
what I was trying. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think through, is those like intimate scenes that he had where he got a little bit like more human-like and not just the stone cold killer that Obi-Wan really is. But yeah, that's a good question. That's a good one.
Okay. What is the only female Jedi High Council member that we see on screen?
That we see on screen?
Yeah, in the background.
Well, there's a few. Is there a movie we're referencing?
It is a movie, specifically a movie we're referencing.
Because Yaddle, who is Yoda's wife, is in the background of episode 1.
Yoda's wife?
Well, yeah.
Same species, but is it wife?
Species. I think it is his wife. I think they
confirmed wife.
Yeah.
I feel like that breaks
it is Yaddle. Is Yaddle who you're?
Yaddle is the answer. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Let me look that up.
They were wife.
I thought it was his wife.
I know they're the same species. No. I felt like that went against the code.
They were. There's no canon evidence or established lore. Blah, 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 blah. No, apparently I made that up in my head.
Okay.
I thought they had a kid.
No, that's Grogu.
No, I know Grogu, but I wasn't thinking Grogu.
Yeah.
Because some Jedis, like Kiadi-Mundi, is allowed to reproduce because his species is what's it called? Going extinct. So the Jedi will grant that permission to do that if there's like a reason. And for some reason, I was thinking it was the same thing with Yaddle, but I guess not. I think I made that up. Okay. I got the question right.
You got the question right. That's all that matters.
I couldn't remember if Ayla Secura is on the High Council or not, and she would have been on screen.
I'm not sure that we see her on screen.
Maybe not. Well, I mean, we definitely see
in the
her
movie.
on screen. Yeah,
in the movie,
but
like in the
not
High Council
in that
meeting.
High Council. Yeah.
Right. And
that's what I was
I should have
thinking.
specified chambers, High Council chambers.
Well, that's why I went with Yaddle, because I got what you were asking.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember if maybe we had seen her in the background at some point either.
Mhm.
But I don't remember ever seeing her in the actual chambers.
Gotcha.
Like that, like in the
like we do Yaddle on the seat.
Yeah.
So, okay. Han Solo boasts many times of how fast the Millennium Falcon is, and that it can run the Kessel Run in how many parsecs?
I knew you were gonna. I was hoping you would ask which run it made. I can't remember the parsecs.
No.
I know. I was literally, when you started talking, I said he's gonna ask a parsec question. I knew, and I was instantly brainstorming. Is it 6 something? Is it 6.2?
Are you locking in?
I'm a 6.2. It's some point something, because he always he rounds down. That was like the joke, because someone else technically did it, and like I'm gonna go 6.2.
We are taking his answer, and his answer is 12.
12. Where did I get 6
parsecs.
from?
Right, half as fast.
6. Yeah, half as fast. No,
okay.
12 parsecs.
Right.
I can't believe I forgot that one. I knew whenever
go.
you started, I was like, "Oh, please ask which run he did. Don't ask me how many parsecs he did it in."
we're working you. We're working you.
Yep.
Pretty good. All right. Wanda Maximoff.
Oh boy,
and
here we go.
Her brother made their debut in which movie? Which Marvel movie?
Avengers: Age of Ultron. Final answer.
That is incorrect.
Oh, is it? It's in No, I think that's what I would have guessed. When did they make their debut? Are they in Civil War?
They made their debut in Captain America: The Winter Soldier in a post-credit scene.
Yep.
Yep,
they did.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, it's okay. These are not layups.
I feel like they are layups, but I'm just not. My Marvel knowledge is not very vast.
We're gonna go back. So who makes
this?
Go ahead.
No, this is good for me. This is sharpening my brain.
Yeah, so absolutely.
Now I'll know for the next time.
What is the name of Peter Parker's high school?
Oh shoot!
Now you have raved about the Spider-Man series.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to think of. What is what show is Midtown High from? Is that Spider-Man?
I don't know. Is it Spider-Man?
Midtown. For some reason, I don't feel like that's Spider-Man, but that's the only thing that's coming. Is it Midtown High? I'm gonna lock that in.
It is Midtown High. Locking in mid. Coming up
out of the back pocket. For some reason, I was thinking that was from Danny Phantom.
Well, luckily your brain saved you. Pretty awesome. Pretty cool.
My spidey senses are tingling.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Next one. What female character makes their debut in Thor Ragnarok? She is also specifically Asgardian.
Is she a villain? Is that something you can tell me?
No, she is a team of the Revengers.
I feel like there's a couple people in that first appearances in that movie, aren't there?
There is, but narrowing it down to the Revengers only gives you one female possibility.
Is it Valkyrie?
It is Valkyrie, played by Tessa Thompson. So
yeah.
Great job.
We're getting better.
Bringing it in. Yep, Jacob stepping it up.
We're rounding the score up at the end of the test. Or I don't know where we're at in the test, but
we got a few more.
Okay.
Each of these, we're not going to go through them all, but there's a bunch. Little layup here. What does the TVA stand for?
Time Variance Authority. I'm glad you brought that up, though, because I was in a comic shop this past weekend, and I'd never been to this comic shop before. I probably will never go back to it because it was not a very good one. So I'm not going to say the name of it. I'll tell you after, but I will not tell. I'm not putting them on blast on if it ever got word out. But they did have Loki on, like a little TV that they had in there. This tells you how bad the comic shop was. I was watching the show more than I was looking at stuff in the comic shop. But it is a good show. It was season 1 when they're going through like the mall. I think it's a mall. Remember when they're looking for his variant? Like, it was that episode, and I was like, this is such a good episode. Like,
they hadn't found out it was Sylvie yet.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. But yeah, Time Variance Authority, final answer.
Yep, that was correct. Time Variance Authority, nailed it. Bringing it all the way back to the start of the MCU. Tony Stark is displaying a new piece of technology. He stands there, it explodes in the background, dust flies past Tony Stark as he stands in awe, giving his pitch for what missile technology?
What is that? I can picture like the Stark Industries like case. I can picture the scene. What missile technology? Is it like a bunker buster? Is that like what you're looking for? Like
I'm looking for the name of the rocket.
The name, so it's not.
He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you."
Is it my ex-wife or ex-girlfriend?
No.
No, man.
I think that's Hammer's. That's Hammer's.
Is that what Hammer
he puts in the War Machine in
the ex-wife
Iron
or
Man
something
2?
Like that?
Yeah, the ex-wife.
Which one is? I don't know. This one did. That was the first thing. That's the only thing that came to mind.
Wow, pulling from a deep take for. This is the Jericho.
The Jericho. That's
the
right.
Jericho.
That's right. Yeah, the walls. It could bring down the walls of Jericho.
For half credit, if they spend over $50 million, what will he throw in for free?
Oh,
in that pitch.
I remember that. I remember him saying that too, but I don't remember what he says he'll throw in for free. Is it like champagne or something like that?
It is a Scotch cooler.
That has that he has on like in the scene, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's I knew it was something along those lines.
All right. Bringing it in, okay. Jericho.
Yeah, my Marvel knowledge sucks.
It doesn't suck. It doesn't suck. These are very intense questions.
No, I don't think so.
Very. So this one's a little too hard, but we're gonna ask it anyway. I'm hoping you get it.
Okay.
What is the name of Jane Foster's ex-boyfriend, and whose name the fake driver's license was given to Thor? This is also his alias in the early comic books. This was an Easter egg.
I'm not a big Thor fan. I don't think I've ever watched the first Thor movie, maybe more than twice. The comic thing is what I'm trying to think of, because that's what I would have more of a shot at. But I just have not read.
Help.
Yeah, I just have not read a lot of Thor stuff. I feel like I can see the driver's license. I can see the face on the driver's license. I cannot think of the name though. What's the name?
The name is Dr. Donald Blake.
Donald Blake. I definitely would not have gotten that. Yeah. I would not have gotten that one.
Yeah, that's Donald Blake. That is what he went by when he was away from his when he was away from his hammer for too long. He lost his power. That was that comic run. So
I think that's the first actual hard Marvel question I've gotten. All the other ones I feel like were pretty easy if you weren't me and were actually a real fan. After this, I can't say I'm a real fan anymore.
Oh, you can definitely say you're a Marvel fan. These are tough ones.
This is where it's I'm getting exposed here. Getting exposed
All
here.
right, getting back to Jacob's good knowledge. Star Wars baby. What is the species native to Endor?
The Ewoks. Final answer.
Ewoks is correct. Very good, Jacob. Bringing it back. Confidence.
Yeah, we're building it back up. Building it back up.
Which stormtrooper wasn't able to complete his mission in Star Wars: The Force Awakens? And I want his full number.
FN217. Is that final answer? I'm gonna lock it in.
FN21.
It's 21 something. I really think it. I know it's not 7 because you're questioning on it. That's what I'm thinking though. Is
It does end in 7. You're missing one before it.
It's what is it? Say that again.
It is 2-1, and it does end with 7. You are missing one number.
There's a fourth number.
There's a fourth number.
FN21. FN21. It's not 4. I don't think it's 4. FN2. FN21. I don't know. Let's
okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Final answer. FN21. I can like see it. There's a Funko Pop that has the box on it. It has it on there. And I'm trying to picture that box right now. FN2187. Is that it?
That's it? FN2187.
Let's go.
Great job, Jacob. Bringing it in.
Let's go. I don't know why I thought there was only 3 numbers.
Well, it's not something I go around saying a lot, so.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna paint it on my forehead.
All right, this one's a layup for you. Which of these Jedi are not on the Jedi Council? Is it Mace
Anakin?
Windu?
Final answer.
All right, hold on. Is it Mace Windu?
Yep.
Qui-Gon Jinn?
Yep.
Yoda? Or Anakin Skywalker?
Which one is not on the Jedi Council?
That is right.
Qui-Gon Jinn. Final answer.
Oh, snap. He gets it right. That is incredible. Yep. Good job.
Yeah. I was, for some reason, when you first asked the question, I thought you said who's not a Jedi Master, so that's why I made the Anakin joke. But Obi-Wan notoriously tells Anakin, he said, "You're a member of the council, but you have not been granted," all that stuff. So.
The rank of master. Yep. Little trick. Well, I'm going to be honest. A lot of people probably would not have got that. So
yeah, Qui-Gon didn't want to be a part of that nasty, messy council. Nope.
That is awesome. Sweet. All right. Who adopted Padme Amidala's daughter?
Who adopted Padme Amidala's daughter?
Yes.
Why can't I not think of this guy's name? Bail Organa. Final answer.
Boom. Nailed it. Perfect. Yep. There we go. Yep. Given to a life of luxury.
And
on
poor
what
Luke
planet?
Just back there on the Lars homestead.
Farming, baby.
Yeah. Moisture farming. Moisture farming. How lame is that?
Of all things.
Yeah, moisture.
we're rain collecting, baby.
Yeah.
Where did the Clone War begin? On what planet?
Geonosis. Final answers.
Geonosis.
Well, yes. Yeah, final answer.
Geonosis is correct. Really coming in strong here with the Star Wars. That's a great.
Yep, Star Wars.
Big one. Who killed Jango Fett?
Mace Windu. Final answer.
Mace Windu is correct. The Jango Fett Slayer, popular character that had he known he was going to be so popular, he would have not killed off. Pretty awesome. What species?
I don't know how he didn't. How did he not think that he was going to be look at him. Look at him.
And also, like, he knows the popularity of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Like, he is one of the most popular characters with 0 screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of... George Lucas, he's got some weak spots.
Yeah, listen. He's a lot smarter than I am, but that one I could have told
seen
him
that
like,
coming.
hey man,
Yeah.
leave that guy on there.
Yeah, this super sick, awesome guy that looks incredible. You're gonna want
that has
to
the
you're gonna want to leave him alive for one more
has the
movie.
2 coolest sounding blasters in Star Wars history. Like he did everything he could to make him the coolest character, and then was surprised that he was cool. Like
I didn't think anyone was gonna like this guy.
yeah, literally went hand to hand combat with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Nah, let's get rid of him.
And survived.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. All right. What species is Yoda?
What species is Yoda?
What species is Yoda?
What species is Yoda? Why am I blanking? What species is Yoda? It is a widely known fact that I am a tier 1 Yoda hater.
Yoda hater. Yeah,
I
that's
hate
sad.
Yoda.
Yeah.
I hate Yoda. So this would be reason why I would struggle with a question like this, because I couldn't care less about his species.
It's a good excuse. That's a good excuse.
Yeah, I do not like Yoda, but I should know his species. But for some reason, I'm also thinking like we've never been told his species, and it's like a trick question. Because I feel like I should know that answer, and the fact that I don't is what's making me think it's a trick question. But also, I feel like we do know that answer.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
I'm going to say it's a trick question, because I don't think we've been told his species name before.
It is a trick question. Yoda species is unknown.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Good job. Wow.
Because I was thinking when Ahsoka meets the Mandalorian in season 2? Yeah, I think it's season 2. She's telling him that they don't. I think she says that she doesn't know what his species is in that conversation. I think I might have made that part up, but I think she says something like because he asks, like, what is his species or his home planet or something like that, and she says it's unknown. I might be wrong on that. I might have made that part up, but that's how I remembered that this was a trick question.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but I could have made that up, but yeah.
All right. There's an actor question. Who provided the voice for General Grievous?
Oh, I was hoping you'd say Darth Vader. I had that James Earl Jones ready to fire. General Grievous. I don't know this one. I don't even want to even try to think through it because I don't know it.
It's Matthew Wood.
Matthew Wood. I feel like I have heard that.
That is your first miss in this segment of Star Wars trivia, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I would know necessarily like a lot of the like random character actors' names, to be honest. Like for instance, Bail Organa. I don't know who his actual name is.
Yeah. Well, sometimes actors can get, yeah, pushed to the wayside. All right. Which Marvel character in the Avengers has Thor never had a verbal interaction with on screen?
Never spoke to on screen before.
And he is a member of the Avengers.
Like OG
in
Avengers?
the MCU. Nope.
Okay, so not OG Avengers, just Avengers.
Just Avengers.
That's a pretty large group. Like, is the Avengers like everyone in Endgame? Because
no, you have to be said you are a member of the Avengers to be on the Avengers.
Okay. Is it Spider-Man?
It is Spider-Man. Wow, coming in clutch there.
Because awesome. I mean, have they ever even met?
I don't think they've met. No, obviously, or else they probably would have talked a little bit.
Maybe at Tony Stark's funeral would be the only time they would have met, because Spider-Man gets knighted in space. So like,
that's right. You're an Avenger.
That's
now.
what. Yeah.
Yep. A little trickery there. Very good. Doesn't trick Jacob though.
Nope.
Super solid.
Spidey sensors were tingling again. My hair.
He is your favorite. He is your favorite character. So I'm glad you nailed that one. Sticking with Thor. How old is Thor?
Man, why you got these Thor questions? You know I don't like Thor. That's the whole thing here. He's real old. 27.
Oh dang, I'm
Final
ancient.
answer.
Are you serious? You're locking in
Yeah, final. I
27?
could. I don't know. I know it's old, but I do not know how like actual number.
Okay, all right. He is 1500.
1,500. Just flat out, like he's just
Flat out
1,500.
1500. Yep.
Man, look at him. He looks good.
All right. In the Avengers Age of Ultron, what
Okay.
AI system replaces Jarvis?
Oh, is it Friday?
It is Friday, coming in
Friday.
strong.
Yep, yep. I actually like
Yeah.
Age of Ultron a lot. I honestly that
Underrated.
might be the Avengers movie I've watched the most.
It's so good.
It
It's
is very good.
so underrated. So
It is
underrated.
very good movie.
Yep. All right. And the final question to wrap this up, Jacob, what is better, the MCU or Star Wars?
I mean, I'm gonna say Star Wars.
He's
It's
going to
just
say Star Wars.
it.
And Jacob, you would be correct because that is your opinion and you are entitled to it. So,
Yeah. I will
uh,
say though, what the MCU has done as a whole, just what it has accomplished, is far superior than what Star Wars has done, in my opinion. I mean, Star Wars obviously started everything, really. Episode 4, 5, and 6. It kind of like was the first big franchise like that. So
yeah,
you can't take that away from it. But just the way the MCU has revolutionized movie making, like I feel like every movie that comes out, people think it needs to be connected to a universe because of what the MCU has done, and that's impressive.
yeah.
So
And like to do it so well for so long. And I know they've
yeah,
had a rough spot, like run since COVID and some other things that happened. So, it really sucks that that's going to diminish the legacy. But like to get an end game and
yeah,
everything that came up
yeah,
before it, man, so
will never be
awesome.
anything like it again.
Nope, probably not.
Yep.
Probably not. Too much content now. So,
Well, it's just like that was the first too. Like you can never do the first like that again. Like
nope.
you'll always be told you're copying. Like so, it's just impressive what they did. So yeah, Star Wars is my favorite, but you got to give props to what the MCU has done.
Well,
I
I
think
will tell you. Go ahead.
the MCU made being a nerd cool. I think that's safe to say.
Um, I, you
Because
know,
Star Wars
that's
did
actually,
originally, but
yeah,
it went through a patch where like Star Wars was out for a long time and it was not cool to be a nerd.
I
The
would
MCU
agree.
kind of made being a nerd cool.
I think so. And some
Yeah.
people may disagree. We're still not cool.
What can you argue? Like what could you argue though?
I don't know. It just depends. Depends on what kind of lifestyle you live outside of
That's true.
the
That's true.
movies, probably. So,
Yeah.
but man, I had a fun time kind of going through his list. I got to take them. There was like 170 questions compiled on both lists, so like I got to read through like 340 questions.
Well, if we're ever like if we ever really make this podcast thing big and we have what is it called, like a Patreon or something like
Oh
that,
yeah.
we'll do a special like 300
Three.
question Patreon episode.
Ooh, man. Yeah, it was good. It was good to get you when your brain is completely fried. You've been
Yeah,
studying for
end of a
insurance
work
for
day on a
weeks, haven't
Monday.
watched anything. So I was glad to grab you at this point in time. So, Jacob, thanks for being a good sport and hanging in. Very impressive that you could get any of these. These are, and you got quite a bit. So,
Yeah, I think they're
very,
pretty
very cool.
MCU struggled a little bit. Star Wars, I think we only missed a couple Star Wars ones.
Yeah, only a couple Star Wars one. But you missed the parsecs one. I really thought you nailed
That's
that
the one
one.
that one hurts the most. That one hurts the
Yeah.
most.
So you got 19 and a half right.
Nice. Take it. We'll take it.
And 19 and a half, out of 28, we'll take it.
Yep.
Pretty solid. So, but guys, thanks so much for listening to this this run of the of the Weekly Fix. This is not an MCU sponsor. This is the Weekly Fix podcast.
Not yet.
Maybe one day, but we'll hold our horses until that time comes. But thanks so much for listening to us. Jacob getting to flex his Star Wars knowledge. That's always fun. We had fun with it. If you followed along, did you beat Jacob? Did you get more right than him? Did you miss all of them? Let us know. Send us a message.
I hope no one missed all of them.
Hey, somebody might have missed. I would be very curious to see how many questions of this Zach got right. If Zach is listening,
just throw him right under the bus. Zach.
Throw him right under the bus.
Oh man.
Zach is one of those who would say nerds are still not cool. The NCU did not make nerds cool. We love you, Zach. You're incredible. I can't wait to golf again with you. But anyway, this will do it for the Weekly Fix. Thanks for joining us, and we will catch you next week with another Weekly Fix.